Have you ever noticed that you can be perfectly safe sitting on your couch or lying in your bed, and yet inside your head, you're fighting for your life? We've all heard the advice, just stop overthinking, as if it's a faucet you can just turn off. But it doesn't work like that, does it? Because overthinking isn't just thinking too much. It's a prison. And the weirdest part, you're also the prison guard. I know this because I do it too. I've spent hours editing a conversation that's already over. I've watched opportunities pass me by because I was too busy calculating every way they could go wrong. Most people will tell you how to stop the thoughts. But today, I want to talk about why they're there in the first place. Because your overthinking isn't a glitch, it's a signal. We're going underneath the noise. We're going to talk about the feeling that's actually driving the spiral. In our last conversation, we talked about why the brain loops. But I want you to be honest with yourself for a second. When you were trapped in that last loop, was your brain just bored? Was it just thinking for fun? No. There was a feeling underneath it, a tightness, a low hum of dread. The thoughts are just the smoke. The feeling is anxiety. It's a whisper saying, "What if I mess this up as I did before?" For a lot of us, we learned to stay in overdrive because at some point in our lives, being caught off guard felt dangerous. We learned that thinking harder was how we survived. But now, your brain doesn't know the difference between discomfort and real danger. So a delayed text or a shift in someone's tone feels like a threat to your safety. When you're trapped in that spiral, what are you actually afraid of? Not the thoughts, but the fear sitting beneath the noise. Usually, it's one of these. The fear of rejection. What if they reject me? The fear of disappointment. What if I disappoint people? The fear of regret. What if I make the wrong decision and ruin everything? The fear of letting your guard down. What if I stop worrying and something bad happens? These fears are real. The anxiety you feel is a real experience happening in your body. It's not you being too sensitive or weak. It's a part of you that deserves compassion, not shame. Most of us struggle because we're fighting the thoughts. We're trying to force them to stop. But that frustration just adds more anxiety on top of the pile. It's like trying to stop an ocean wave by pushing against it. What if, instead of fighting, you just acknowledged it? Next time the spiral starts, don't try to logic your way out. Just pause. Put your hand on your chest. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Not what you're thinking, what you're feeling. The more you practice turning toward the anxiety instead of running, the less power it has to pull you under. The fact that you care this much, that's not a flaw. Overthinkers are often the most loyal and empathetic people in the room. The work isn't about removing that part of yourself. It's about learning to carry it without letting it crush you. You are not broken. You're just someone who is carrying a lot, and you're still here, still showing up. And that matters more than you know. I'm really glad you're here. I'll see you in the next one.